Good morning, students. Welcome to the next class of biology. Students, we were discussing the chapter Plant Kingdom. So today we are going to discuss in detail our first group, that is algae. General characteristics. The first characteristic is chlorophyll. The pigment present is chlorophyll, which is very necessary for entrapping the sunlight during photosynthesis. These are thalloid, that is the plant body is thallus like, that is there is no differentiation of true root stems and leaves. They are autotrophic, that is they prepare their own food. This was the first character. Next we will discuss the habitat. They are almost cosmopolitan. They grow everywhere. Wherever they found the moist place, the dampy place, they start growing. They grow on stones, moist stones, soil, wood, and largely they are aquatic. Most of the algae are aquatic. Next is, if they grow on hot water spring, then the algae is known as thermal algae. And when they grow in ice or snow, they are called as cryophytes. And if the algae grow on the other plant body, it is called as epiphytes. And similarly, if they grow on the body of other animal, they are called as epizoophyte. So these terms are important for 1 mark question. So you can see the example of epizoophyte in the second picture, the sloth bear. इनकी बॉडी पे एल्गी ग्रो की हुई है. यू कैन सी द ग्रीन कलर, इट इज एल्गी. नेक्स्ट, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर दैट दे ग्रो इन एसोसिएशन विद द फंगस, एंड द एसोसिएशन इज नोन एज symbiotic association. When both the members are benefited from each other, it is known as symbiotic association, and it is called as when the algae and fungus both live in association, both are called lichens. Next is the size. If we talk about size, they are microscopic, that is unicellular, that only one cell. Example is Chlamydomonas. Some algae grow in colonies, they form the colonies. Example is volvox. And some are spiral shape, you can see in the picture Spirogyra. These are microscopic algae. But some algae are so large, so massive, and they are approximately 50 to 60 meters long. They are called as kelps. So this was about the general characteristics of algae. Next we will discuss about the reserve food material. The reserve food material is starch and the fats. And next, अगर हम बात करें xylem phloem की, there is no xylem and phloem because the plant body is already in water. They are on moist place, so there is no need of conduction of water, so no vascular tissue is there. Next, no need of wood is also there. कोई wood की ज़रूरत नहीं है क्योंकि थैलाई जो है upright है, already in the water, buoyant है, float कर रहा है on the surface, so there is no need of wood. The thallus is flexible as well. Next we will discuss the chlorophyll pigments. Chlorophyll pigments which are necessary for photosynthesis. The most common, which is present in all type of algae, is chlorophyll pigment A. And the other rest are B, C, D. These are present in the different kinds of algae. Next are carotenoids and xanthophylls. These pigments are there to impart color to the algae. Next is the haplontic life cycle. It shows the haplontic life cycle, जिसमें क्या होगा, जो gametophytic generation है that alternates with the sporophytic generation. See, इसमें dominant phase जो होगा वो gametophytic होगा, that is the haploid with a single set of chromosomes. And then comes the one cell zygote stage, जिसमें सिर्फ एक सेल का zygote बनेगा and that will convert into sporophytic generation, that is the diploid phase. So in this way, the gametophytic generation alternates with the sporophytic generation. Next is reproduction in algae. If we talk about reproduction, vegetative reproduction occurs by fragmentation. In this diagram, you can see the algae is separated the various parts, fragments are separated, and each fragment grows into a new organism, into a new plant. So this was the fragmentation. If we talk about asexual reproduction, it occurs by spores. There are mainly two spores, mitospores and the meiospores. So most common type of spores कौन से हैं? You can see in the diagram that are zoospores with two flagella, motile spores. They can move easily. This was about the asexual reproduction. If we talk about the sexual reproduction, it takes place by the fusion of two gametes. When the two gametes fuse, then sexual reproduction occur. One very characteristic feature which is only present in alga is they have unicellular, and they are reproductive structures are unicellular, and there is no jacket of sterile cells around the sex organs. That is, they are non-jacketed gametangia. Gametangia are the sex organs. So these sex organs are not covered by the sterile cells. Next is there is no embryo stage is present. I have told you in the last slide that there is only one cell zygote. There are mainly three types. First is the isogamous, anisogamous and the oogamous. Iso means same. They have the similar gametes. Gametes are of same size. They have sometimes flagella, sometimes do not have flagella. Examples are given. Flagellated हैं जो वो Chlamydomonas and non-flagellated Spirogyra. Next is the anisogamous. Anisogamous, in which there is fusion of dissimilar gametes. The size is dissimilar. Again the example is some species of Chlamydomonas. And the last is oogamous. That is the O stands for egg. So इसमें जो larger size वाला होगा, that is the female gamete, and it will be non-motile. It do not have any flagella. So the male one has to be flagella. तो उसमें क्या होगा? Male वाले में flagella should be there, and it is of smaller size. And example is volvox and fucus. So this was all about the general characteristics of हमारा algae. In the next video, we will discuss about detail the different types of algae. Thanks for watching the video.